Yes, welcome, guys. How y'all doing?
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Meet the Shoe. I'm Nina.
And I'm Sade. Look,
Hey, and so first let's get into 24/7.
yes, our 24/7 spiel today is it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna talk about Tory Lanez. Okay.
Yeah, Tori Lanez.
He
So,
I'm assuming he's getting ready to go to court.
hmm
So he puts on his Instagram the court case and the court documents. He's trying to show that plead his innocence, I'm assuming.
right. He's 29
Uh-huh.
and they said that he was brought into custody. She brought him into custody because to post a $350,000 bail
Right.
because um
But it was
250
250,000 first,
350,000, right? She
and
made
then
him
they
post
raised
the
it to
bill.
350,000.
Right. So he's 29, she's 27.
Mm-hmm.
She feels like he taunts her.
Right.
Meg the Stallion
Mm-hmm.
feels like Tory Lanez taunts her by continuously telling lies that he did not shoot her, right?
Right.
But from my understanding from what I was reading today was
Mm-hmm.
that there was an article that came out that I posted earlier on our story was that they're saying that when they tested the woman, her friend, right? When they tested
Ash,
the,
what's her name? Ashley or something?
I don't know what her name is, but
Mm-hmm.
they stated that her friend um, tested positive for residue on her hands. So
Yes, that's what
if
they're
she
saying.
tested positive for residue on her hands, then um, that's where the confusion comes in. He keeps stating that he did. It's gonna come out in court. It's gonna come out in court that he didn't shoot her, but
Right. But his first initial, like when they was arguing, he gonna say, be dance. You know what I'm saying? So telling her, dance because I'm gonna shoot you. So it was dark outside, so you really couldn't. She probably didn't see what you know shots was coming from, but it's in court documents inclusively that
mhm.
he does not have any gun residue or anything on his gun, saying that he
Well,
shot.
from my understanding is that it says Good Dick has him is the only thing that he's sorry about because
Mm,
he had sex with two friends, right?
right. So
Then
what?
he deleted it. Then
Right.
he
Okay.
deleted it. So he's stating that he has sex with her and her friend.
Oh
And
wow.
that's what the argument is about, right? And
Wow.
that's what that she's really mad at him about. So he's stating that she's pissed off at him because he had sex with her friend, or is it
Mm,
that she had sex with him and wasn't supposed to? From my understanding, he got into it, she got into it with him behind Kylie Jenner, right?
right. That's what. Yeah.
Because that they were at that party and
Right.
they had the party
Uh huh.
and they got into it there because he was showing her too much attention, trying to mess with her in the pool or whatever. But he came there with Meg
Right.
and Meg's homegirl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so um the dude academic says Tory Lane's trial adjourned till April, with Tory's lawyer telling the court they have completed DNA results from the prosecution, which is
Mm-hmm.
very pleasing to
For
his
him.
clients. I saw
Yes.
this document myself, and it literally was inclusive in
Yeah.
finding Tory DNA on the gun
Right.
or the magazine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they found the gun.
I'm not sure if they found that gun, but he did have a weapon on him as well, so his own gun or whatever. But
Was never discharged.
I'm not sure. Well, you know what? They do have the gun. It was whatever gun was discharged. It was not on his hand. The gunpowder, no residue or anything. BCA brought it back inconclusive, and I don't know. Unless he had gloves on, I don't know what's going on. But it's a lot of mess, and it would
Oh,
be sad to see that her friend, if her friend did that, That
Uh,
would be really sad that you had to shoot your friend in the foot over some Peter Weeder.
yeah, because they were
And then, she's been quiet lately. She has not been talking about nothing.
who now, is this her friend or is
This
this
the friend. They said her, she's been really low key on her all social media outlets.
okay?
So
So
it's something to think. I don't know. I do not know. It's a lot of drama, and he's constantly trying to plead his case. So it's allegedly one of them did it. Somebody did it.
Ryan Stronger
Mm-hmm.
Stogner
Okay.
testified in December that Lane shouted "dance, bitch" before shooting Meg. Right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so um, Mr. Peterson holding a firearm, and then Meg observed Mr. Peterson holding a firearm, and then she observed him start to shoot. Stagner
Mm,
testified at the time. Meg immediately felt pain to her feet and
right.
observed blood fall to the ground, and then crawled to an adjacent driveway
Okay.
of a resident. She
Hmm.
described her injuries as bleeding profusely. The detective also stated that Lanes apologized for shooting Meg and offered. Oh, now see, it's saying that a detective is saying this, that
Hmm.
he apologized for shooting her and apologized and offered her money and begged her to please not to say anything.
Right.
According to Meg's account, though,
Mm.
detective also told Meg also told the detective that Lanes made a reference to the fact he was already on probation. Earlier
Right.
this year, January, Meg named Lanes as the abuser in
Mhm.
sets of tweets. So y'all can't tell when shit's fake news, he states.
Mm.
Y'all still don't see an abuser? Okay, and she says that picking
Mm-hmm.
with me, the first court date got pushed back because of the inauguration, but I can't wait until the motherfucking facts come out. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know. This story is getting drug and slug and
Yeah. It
drug and
is.
slug, right?
Right. I know. I mean, it was. I'm assuming it was dark out there. And she didn't notice who pulled the trigger or whatever.
Right.
She feels that he did it because of the statement he made prior to him
Mhm.
shooting or her whoever shooting.
Right.
But it's gonna be problems for whoever. It looks like I don't know. It looks like it looked like to me it's pointing to the friend.
Right. Well, it's all over assumption, right?
Yeah. Okay. Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes,
Allegedly.
allegedly,
Allegedly. So we gotta put that
allegedly.
disclaimer in there because we don't want to be hunted down, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
One thing, girl, I don't know what to say. I just can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I really can't wait.
She shot herself, Ricky says, right? No, she didn't. No, Ricky.
Ricky, no,
No,
no, she didn't shoot herself.
she did not. She did not.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's my birthday. It was my birthday yesterday, so we had a great celebration. Thank you, everyone. That my family took me out to
Mhm.
this nice, classy restaurant. So it was really nice. It was very.
Tell them about the food now, in
The
case they want
food
to
was
go.
really good. 801 Chop House in Minneapolis, right on 801 South Nicollet.
Right.
And it was really, really elegant. I mean, the food was good because they said they only put salt and pepper on their steak, and it tastes like it was Lawry's, all that in there, garlic. I don't know, but it was
Yeah,
seasoned really good.
dry. Huh.
Huh?
And they say it's like they don't put like salt. I mean, excuse me, they
Dry
don't put
rub.
butter. They don't put
Mm-hmm.
butter, right?
Right.
So they just keep it going, huh?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. This is
Plexico Burress. What?
what is that?
Would you please elaborate, Mr. Ricky?
Yes, elaborate on that.
Oh my gosh. But yes, for the next episode here, when we talk about prison, the prison system and the mental things you go through and stuff like that,
Mhm.
you know, we talk about like why people escape from prison or how can they escape from prison. It's like a mystery, like what is really festering up in their heads for them to figure they want to escape. I can't say I would think about escaping, you know what I'm saying? But
Never.
a
I
lot of
want to
people
get it
have.
over with, get me home to my
Yeah.
family, get
Hmm.
it done and gone, right?
Yes. Right.
So what
So
would make a person escape that only had 1 year left?
1 year he had to been going through something mental, something. It had to be. Please, I mean, your kid's sick, something. Somebody got shot.
There's
Something.
nothing you could do if you escape.
No, it's not
What's the
really.
point? There's no reason for you to escape,
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
especially with you having 1 year left. You
Yeah, he did.
served
He
the
served
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah, so what was the point of doing it? I feel like he did it so he can stay longer.
Oh, oh, deep.
What's
Oh,
going on up in
go
there?
back. Go
What's
back to
going
that.
on up in there that
Go
makes
back to
you?
that. You said
Why
he
would
was
you?
stay.
So think about this. You get a prison sentence. They sentence you to 15, 20 years. You serve almost your years out. You're 1 year left. All you're focusing on is that date. Even
Right,
if you say, oh, damn, I might come back. What would be your point in doing that? Why,
right.
why on earth would you do another crime? Say you're sick. So, from my understanding, this guy,
His name is
um,
Frank Elliott,
Frank Elliott,
and
okay,
he was there for 15 years for serving a drug conviction, which
right?
is really like a uh, non-violent crime. He was
Yep.
staying on the campus. Could you explain, elaborate more how the camp? He was in Colorado federal prison, and
Yeah.
it's a camp. So I'm assuming there's no fence there. Am I right?
No,
No fence.
he was down to a year. He only had a year left, so he didn't need to be he was getting that booty taken. Gotta go, gotta go. Oh my God.
Well, that
I
could be
mean,
true.
okay, but
Yeah.
that would be fine. So if he was getting that taken, why would he want to return? Because now he's got to do. If I'm mistaken, escape is an automatic 5 years.
Oh my God. I know the state
Yeah.
is 6 months to five. Well, 5 year up to 5 years, but I think the most I've ever seen somebody get was 6 months. And they stayed the whole 6 months in segregation at that time until the SRD or something like that. But okay, say he wanted to go. Yeah. I would personally, if somebody was taking my booty, I'd do something to go to SEG.
Right. Yeah, I
Nobody want
wouldn't
to take
do
my
not.
booty no
I
more.
wouldn't ask that. So here's the deal. If I'm mistaken, he was on a doctor run.
A doc.
He was. Yeah, they take you to the doctor outside.
Oh,
They
so
took
he's
him to
going
the
to
doctor
medical,
outside.
right?
And they said that when he escaped, he was found in a park near a bus station
Right.
in the Grand Junctions by a deputy marshal and Colorado Bureau of Investigation agent,
Did
right?
they say how long he was missing?
Um, he was captured quick.
Right.
He was captured fast. So he must have they said that he went to the doctor. They
Mm-hmm.
took him out to see a doctor, right? He just walked. No, 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 no. He walked away from the camp. He was supposed
Mm-hmm.
to go to the doctor though, right? But he
Mm-hmm.
just walked off. There was there's no bars or nothing. He just walked off.
Hmm. He
So
had to have been doing
I
some
feel
kind of
like it.
mental.
Yeah, right. I feel like there was something mentally going on
Right.
that he thought that by him, I guess, leaving off, that was gonna change some things. You know what I'm saying? That it had to be. What
But
else could have been going
he
on?
right. But he already know the consequences. If you leave and that's an escape charge, and it could add additional time to you. So obviously he didn't care if he got additional time. So it had to be something mentally messing with him that he had to go and just leave the ground. He knew he wasn't. He didn't have no type of escape plan. From what I'm hearing, he didn't have nobody pick him up. He didn't have no kind of phone call saying that he was going to escape. So he just walked off the ground. I mean, something was going on with him in his head. He had to escape that area at the time. I mean, even if
Yeah,
he just
he
sat
just
at the bus
he
stop.
already was thinking about it.
Yeah.
He was already thinking about escaping,
Mm-hmm.
and he
Mm-hmm.
decided to just do it on his own.
Hmm.
And he didn't have any plan. So, like I said, there was something mentally going on upstairs
Mm-hmm.
that he thought like,
Yep.
hey, I could get away with it. Let me go on and take this walk, and they would never notice. Because what happened was when they did a head count at 10 o'clock
Right. He was
on a
gone earlier
Sunday,
that day
they noticed he wasn't there.
at
So
head count.
he's already knowing that if I would have, hey, I can escape, I could leave. If I leave on the weekend, hey, ain't nobody gonna miss me because it's not
Right.
that many staff, right?
Okay.
But that's
Mhm.
not it. That ain't
Yeah.
it. That wasn't it right there. He wanted to make sure that um he thought that they was gonna miss him.
Yeah.
Just imagine that. I mean, you've witnessed somebody escape. I've witnessed somebody escape.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
They escaped on
And
skis, girl.
huh?
Skiing, cross country skiing.
Right, right. And so tell us about that story.
I don't know what was going through their head,
Uh-huh.
but at the time, everybody signed up for cross country skiing,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden, just like see somebody just going across the line. You're not supposed to
Right.
get past these bushes because
Okay.
Shakopee did not have a fence back then. They just have
Okay.
like bushes in the area. You know not to go past those bushes.
Right.
And they just kept on skiing and ran up the street and jumped in the car.
How, okay, wait a minute, wait a minute. They kept on skiing. So when
Yeah,
you see them skiing off, what do? You
girl,
just watch them?
I just looked. I ain't say nothing.
Right, right,
I
right.
was like, shoot, I'm keeping my mouth shut
Right. Because
because
that
I
would
don't
have
want to
been
be
like,
implicated in nothing.
right, right. I don't want no association, I'm not affiliated under nothing, huh?
Yes, and the gym staff, he was by himself that took us.
Oh,
So they knew it was a good opportunity to do it then.
because he was lax?
Because he was, huh?
Was he lax?
He was laxed, but he wasn't gonna chase him down.
So
You know,
he wasn't like the real police, huh?
no,
He was he
he just
was
worked the
he was he
recreation.
was a he was a rent a cop police.
Okay, he was
He
just a
was the
gym
wait,
staff.
wait, wait. He's the security that didn't like. He's like, nah, man. I ain't doing no running now.
He said, "That's the
Let
gun
me just
line,
press this
boss.
button.
You already knew not to cross the gun line, boss."
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They skied on.
They
Shit, they
skied
was
on
like,
past.
I'm a make my run for it right when nobody's not paying
Right,
attention.
but you know what? They was gone for a nice bit. They was gone for a while.
Before
So
they figured out that.
no, they were gone, escaped for a while before they captured them. So
Oh, really? So they didn't catch him that day.
no, mm-mm.
So it was two people?
Yes, two
Oh,
girlfriends.
wow.
Yeah,
What? Okay, so did they
two
bring him back?
girlfriends.
Did they bring him back? When they caught him, did they bring him back to
Yeah, they
y'all?
brought them back, and
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. Everybody was in the courtyard, so they're freeze movement, right?
Right.
And so the people that's in the courtyard just sit there. You can't move or do nothing. So you see all these people, you see them two coming across with shackles on their feet and hands, going to the
Whoa.
segregation. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they're going to segregation. I'm like, ooh,
How long did they have to stay in the segregation
they had
for?
6 straight months.
What for
One girl
escaping?
SRD'd out of there, huh?
For escaping.
Yep, 6 straight months.
And one girl got to go home from there.
Yep.
Okay. So they didn't
Mhm.
keep them past their time because they got them back.
Well, the one girl, she ended up SRDM 6 months past her time because she had to do the escape charge time.
Right, right,
Uh,
right, right.
because she
Okay.
had her sentence was she had 4 more years on her sentence anyway. So
Whoa.
yeah, yeah.
So one had 4 more years, and then one just had 6 more extra months.
Probably 3 months, 2 months left. Yeah. Ah!
Wait, and she left, and she only had
Yes.
three or
That's why
two
I'm
or
like,
three.
why would you leave? You only had a couple months left.
Listen, people, guess what? It does not matter, no
Mm-mm.
matter what. If you got to do the crime, you got to do the crime. You got to do the time.
Do the
If
time. Do
you
the
if
time.
you got to do the crime, you got to do the time.
Yep.
Eventually, you're gonna get caught. Ain't no
Yes.
slicking. Ain't no
Nope.
slicking. That's what laws are in place for, right? Okay, and so
Exactly.
always understand that when you go and you do that time, if you gotta make the justice system even more mad by making an announcement that's
Yep.
escape, that's like the most embarrassing thing. That's
Yeah.
disrespect to them, right?
Oh
That's
yeah.
disrespect on that hand slap.
Yes.
They be so mad that they gotta report that,
They do. Because
especially
all that paperwork.
all the paperwork, right? But then guess what? I know the BOP is so mad at this man for escaping off that camp
How
because
much you think that cost them?
that's making them have to be tighter.
Oh
That's
yeah.
making them do more counts, right?
hmm
They
hmm
do the counts the 5 a.m., the 10
Yeah.
a. This on the weekend is 5, 10, 4, 10, right?
Okay. Five,
Then
10, 14. So four times a day.
rounds at midnight, right?
Right.
5, 10, 4, 10. But
Okay.
guess what? Every single day at 4 o'clock, everybody always makes a joke that has done fed time. Make sure you're standing up at 4 p.m. You're standing up or you're driving or something because you know for sure in the
Yeah.
feds, everybody's standing up at 4 p.m.
Every federal prison in the United States are
And
staying up
Puerto
at the
Rico.
same
And
time.
Puerto
In Puerto Rico.
Rico.
hmm
Yes. Everybody's
Right.
standing up. Everybody's standing up. So that's what I'm saying. When they figured out that he left, they was upset. They
You know
were
they was.
upset. They were upset that he did that. They were probably like, now all the lax officers, all the
Oh, they
lax
have to be
officers,
on it.
yeah,
hmm
no, they were upset that they had to report that.
Oh yeah.
Now I gotta pay attention. Now I don't get no kickback time. Now I
Right.
don't get no text and talk and all of that.
hmm
Because guess what? When they go in there to do that job, they're locked up too.
Oh yeah.
They're
Oh
locked
yeah.
up. They
hmm
they they're they're
They're
they're
doing
upset that
time.
they're there
Doing
doing
time
the
with you.
time as well. So
hmm
that's what I'm saying. They don't want to report that. Hey, I had an escapee
Okay.
on my ship. Oh, you
On my
disrespected
time.
me on my ship. And guess
Right.
what? And I guess and the guy that walked off, he's not going back to the same place. He's
No,
going
he's
to
getting
the max
transferred to
now.
a maximum.
Right. And guess
Yeah.
what? They're gonna give him whatever they feel like it. Whatever the judge feels
Ooh.
like that day, like you said, 6 months to 5 years, they can give
Yes.
him that whole five. Oh, you was dumb enough.
Ooh.
You was dumb enough to leave here knowing you only had a year left. Oh, now we finna add. Now you got 6 years left.
Ooh wee.
Yeah.
Well, that's on him, Mr.
Yeah.
Frank Elliott.
Yeah. I don't know why he did that to himself. That
Mm,
was the
mm.
dumbest thing ever.
Yes. So, Wisconsin mom with
Uh-huh.
Russian ties
Yep.
kills her son. She kills her 8-year-old son
Uh-huh.
because in her mind, she think the Russians were going to come get her kids and take her kids from her and do weird stuff to them. So
Okay.
this is because she's so busy watching the Ukraine and Russian war over there, her
Uh-huh.
mind just she just went wacky or whatever, allegedly.
Mentally,
Mental
by her
down.
watching so much of the news, right?
Yes,
The Ukraine war has
taking a
tainted
toll.
her, taken a toll on her mind
Yeah,
to where it has allowed her in the United States where there's no threat
no threat.
as of now. Thank you.
Right.
There's no threat here. So she took it upon herself to strangle her son. That's how amped up she was. They said she
Yeah,
was that amped up over the Ukraine war that she strangled her son.
strangle him, and then she tried to drown the 11-year-old son as well.
And he got away?
Yes.
Okay.
It's really sad to see.
She's
This ha-
41,
this happened
mind
to her.
you.
Yeah, and she's
So
married.
she
They've been
had,
married 15 years. Her and her husband been married 15 years.
where was
So
the husband?
he was not there. I'm quite sure he's probably at work. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't notice any kind of mental change in her. But he did notice she started drinking vodka more,
Oh
drinking a
wow.
lot. Yeah, but he
Okay,
didn't notice anything.
is the husband an American?
I think he's
The
Russian.
mind is a fragile thing. Yes,
I
definitely,
think
Ricky. Oh
so.
my God. Because if you can take the life of your own child off of
Yeah.
watching what you see on the news that has
Hmm.
no effect of you, what is
No.
that?
Yeah. And
How
there's a lot of people suffering from mental illness. You know what I'm saying? Especially with everything has shut down and businesses are going down. You're barely working.
she didn't
I
have any
mean,
previous diagnosis of mental
she did
illness.
not have anything.
She did not have that. It
Mm-mm.
didn't show anywhere.
No.
So,
Mm-mm.
witness told the officer the war in Ukraine appeared to be taking a toll on the mental health of Hitchcock. That's when it started bothering her by watching it, right? You think that when she was a child, did she see things in Russia that, came back up that she would
I'm
hurt
quite
her
sure.
own children?
Yeah, it could have. It could have been because I'm quite sure growing up she have seen some things. Russia back then, she's 40 right now. She's probably Russia owned, ruled over Ukraine at the time. So she may have seen a lot of stuff. And some people just mind just snap all of a sudden, because it's a buildup of things always happening, and then one day you just break. And some people
She
return to the
started buying
ground.
survival foods and survival kits.
Yeah.
She watched the news that much that she started anteing up on all of the things that, in case we go into war, what she needed to have, all survival, stove, um it's not funny, stove, knives,
Oh my God.
that's the
Ricky
hidden
said that's
issue.
the hidden issue no one had as addressed right now. There are a lot of mental stressors being pushed on people. Yes. Yes, it is, Ricky.
Yeah, but do you think for you, Sade, and for you, Ricky, do you think that people are using the media as an excuse
Well,
to
you know
fall
what?
into depression? Because honestly, mental is, I'm gonna say 70% on you, what you allow in,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
What you're allowing in your eyesight, what you're allowing in your ears. So if you don't pay attention to what your eyes and ears are fragile, if you don't pay
Hmm.
attention to what you're allowing in, it's gonna stay within,
Right.
right?
Right.
Then you don't have no way of how you're going to release it, right? Then
Hmm.
you're trying to figure out ways, how am I going to release either this pain,
Hmm.
this depression, and stress, right? You might
Right.
not even go into depression, but you'll stress
Right.
about it, right?
About
So,
what's going on. Well,
yeah,
a lot of times when I watch TV and see stuff, I'm like, oh God. So I'm like, it's bad news, you know what I'm saying? So I just sit
right.
up there, I think about it for a second, then I dismiss it. And I'm like, I pray over it, and then I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? So I don't try to take everything to heart. Now, if they start shooting missiles over here and all that type of stuff, then I'm gonna go find me a bunker or go on one of them hospitals down sub level. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how much a person is taking heed, taking it into their mind and trying to. I don't know. Is it like being vulnerable to what's going on out in the world?
She has said in her mind that people were looking at her strange. People were judging her by them knowing that she was from Russia, right?
See.
That she assumed that they were looking at her and thought that she was a Russian spy. So she
Mm.
felt that she should take her kid's life so they wouldn't have to suffer.
So that's when her husband should have been seeing some of these things. You know
Right?
what I'm saying? And that's when he should have checked her into a hospital psychiatrist or a doctor or some professional to find out what's going on. Because a lot of times we have, like, I know a couple people in my family, they have a schizophrenic moment. It might have one moment when you're like 12 and 13 years old, and then you might click back in your mind, be like, okay, be an okay person. But after so the years go by of getting depressed and different traumas going on in your life, you go back into that psycho mind,
Right. Right.
and you don't come back.
Well,
So
she explained to her kid that she didn't want them to have a bad death. So she started, like you said, going back to the things that she witnessed and saw, or maybe
mhm,
stories that were told to her, because she's been over here for some time. So
right, she had her
she's
children here, so
right. So she's been telling herself this, and she
mhm,
told the kids that she didn't want them to have a bad death. That's why she picked strangling. And for him to wake up, the oldest one, wake up and tell her dad that his brother was dead, that's traumatizing within itself. So
right,
now he has to live with that within his mind. She's
mhm,
embarked that on him,
right,
right? To
exactly,
make him now have to watch him
mhm,
constantly, excuse me, watch mom in prison and then go to the grave site with dad until
yeah,
dad passes away. She just left the oldest one out here with dad to where they're going to play mind games for themselves, to
right.
be having to deal with the trauma that she
That she
embarked on
has
them for the rest
caused.
of their life. Right.
Yep, she caused it.
Yeah.
So, Ricky said everyone doesn't have the same coping mechanism. You're right, but
Right.
it's the same. You can, if you don't know how to cope, it's people that can teach you how to cope with different things.
Yeah.
Some people just got to ask for that help.
I
It's
mean, I get what he's saying as well. He said some of the media should be held accountable, right?
mhm.
Have responsibility for what they put
Right,
out, right? But
right,
honestly, you guys, our media, our media is kind of protected, opposed to all the media overseas. I
right.
had a conversation with a guy that I used to go to work with, right? He
Hmm.
was from some part of where French Montana's from, right? Is that wherever French Montana's from,
Uh,
he was from there.
ma,
He
somewhere in
just
Africa over there,
right. So he described that
Malaysia or
none
somewhere.
of that, none of that is what we're seeing. He's seen death, he's seen crime constantly. He
Yeah.
said all those bad pictures with like Ethiopia with kids having big stomach and fly. He said he never saw that. He said he saw beautiful jungle,
Yes. Where?
beautiful, beautiful, arctic,
Oh yeah.
buildings
The
and cars
animals,
and Mercedes,
everything.
all of
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
He said a lot of the things that
America
Americans,
has made up.
right, is the reason why when they come from overseas and come over here, they have all these theories made up in their mind because America has tried to um, plant in our minds and theirs that
Hmm.
things are worse than what they are.
Yeah, yeah. That's from when I talk about growing up. My father's Nigerian, my mom's American, and
How
everybody
did
would
they
see my
meet? Where did they
dad
meet at?
talk with that thick accent. So everybody was automatically say, "Oh, y'all, do y'all ride zebras?" And just
Right, disrespectful things
really
to say to you as
jungle,
your
call you
culture.
jungle. Does Africa look like the jungle and all that type of stuff? I'm like, no,
Right,
but
right,
we didn't have social media and all that type of stuff to really show the beautifulness of Africa.
right.
I
How
mean,
did your mom and dad meet?
my mom was 17.
Uh
He
huh.
was here going to the university
Oh, okay, college.
and college
Yeah.
in the University of Chicago. So he was in college and my mom was high school. So and they hit it off from there. Yep.
Right,
He said, "Don't trust the media." You're right. You can't trust the media because they give out false news a lot,
right.
a lot.
Yeah, not all media. I don't trust.
Not
I don't trust all media because
right.
you gotta. That's just like us. Remember when we were first starting our podcast, right?
Uh-huh.
And remember, so we're just sharing a reel. Remember, I shared a reel,
Oh
and
yes.
they stated it was about Black history,
Uh huh.
and the guy was like, "Not all history is right. The guy isn't stating facts, he's stating his opinions.
Right.
I'm not trying to argue with you or tell you you're wrong. I like your page, but you got to fact check. That was
Yes.
the point. So
Mm-hmm.
now when
Mm-hmm.
we share,
Right.
we
And you
always
have to,
make sure that we tell people this was shared. You know,
yeah, you
this
got
isn't
to.
this does not mean this is our value. This is
Right.
what we're sharing. This is what we saw.
Right.
This isn't any of our views. This is
Right.
what was already put out there. We did not
Mm-hmm.
make this, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's a real fine line of stepping when it comes to media and us having a media platform, right?
Right.
And you always have to fact check. Remember,
Yes.
someone was just saying on a big platform that I'm not gonna say his name, but
Uh,
he stated that the Queen Elizabeth was dead.
oh wow.
She's alive and kicking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So
You
you
have to be
gotta be
careful.
careful about what you say and about what you put out there. And if it's your opinion, you can state your opinion on your platform all you
Just
want. I
make
mean,
sure
that's
you
what we're here
say
for.
it's your opinion.
Right, right. Facts that
Mm-hmm.
this is fiction or this is allegedly, allegedly, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Of especially when you're repeating because you never know. It's like
Right.
we just read Tori Lane's article and what a bystander said that allegedly the friend shot her.
Right.
So I get what Tori means if he's innocent. We don't know. The story has so many twists and turns, but allegedly, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
That these are the stories. Another thing, the woman here, Natalie, is that her name?
Her
That
name
has
is
killed
Natalie. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Natalie. Now she has traded her life, her beautiful life with a husband and children for prison to after hurting her own, right?
But you know what? They are talking about she's going to do a full evaluation, mental evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
So she may, you never know with the courts, get off on just going to a mental home or something like that. But she lost,
Her,
killed her
her
son.
her her dad is in Russia, and her dad is devastated.
I
What she
bet.
did to his grandson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her dad is
She
very
ruined
emotional.
a lot of relationships within her
Yeah,
family. Yes.
he's
So,
never shown, and Russian people are super strong because that's what they're built on, right? Well,
hmm
her dad broke down.
hmm
They said her dad broke down in tears just to show you how much of your friends and family are influence of you. Your circle, I should
yeah.
say, is
hmm
influence of you. She's over here. He probably figured, oh, you've lived the American dream. You're
hmm
over there and better in the free world, right?
Right.
It's not a communist like over here, right? You're in the
hmm
free world, do and be as you want. I'm pretty sure he's come over.
Yeah. Exactly.
And he's devastated that she did this to his
Mm.
grandson
Mm-mm.
just by watching TV. Now that's daddy didn't have that much of an influence on you enough to where you would take your child's life. Like I don't
Right.
understand what she was going through. I don't know. Alcohol, I've
And
never been an alcoholic, so I don't understand that, No judgment.
thank you, Mom.
No judgment. And
Right.
I don't understand what, because I could never see myself killing my children.
No. Oh no. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No.
and especially off of social media.
Right. Well, we'll stay tuned and see what happens with her during trial and stuff like that. We'll keep you guys
They say no
updated.
one should suffer at the hands of a parent.
No.
The person's job is to protect your child
Yeah,
and
that's what you're
keep
supposed
him
to be.
from harm with no history. She said never had no history of aggression and or abuse. We
Mm.
are left with nothing but questions as to why and how this could happen.
Right.
The whole family is like torn because they're like no signs of it. So when does a person snap? Is she internally dying inside and battling
It
some
just
demons that she
happens.
had?
It happens.
No,
It
no,
happens.
no. There had to be something before that
Not
has kept him.
necessarily. Not
You
necessarily.
just wake up one day, you don't know yet. You don't know that.
Girl, I talked to somebody say they just woke up and the plant told them to kill their kid.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. I was in there with someone that killed their kid by biting the baby's penis off.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yes. On a federal ground, right? Her husband was cheating on her.
Uh-huh.
Her husband loved her son so much, and he they were on
Jealous.
an army base,
She was jealous.
and she grabbed the baby and bit the baby's penis off and killed the baby.
Oh my
Bled
God.
the baby bled to death.
Oh my goodness. How
You
old
grab
was the
your
baby?
own child and do that. Like what? And when I tell you, and guess what? She was a beautician, had plenty of money.
What?
Yes, black woman. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and did that. Yeah. And yeah. She
It's
would never
sad.
get out.
It's mental
I
illness is
know, right? Who does
real.
that? I know that's right. Who does that? Who and why and what? What went through your brain that you would harm your child like that?
Mm,
Yeah, she
yeah.
did. That she said that her husband was cheating on her. Well, let me rephrase that. She didn't say. She told the story. She didn't tell me, but I found out about it after she did my hair a couple of times.
Oh,
And then I was scared.
right.
I
She
don't
can
know
smell
why I
from
was
that.
scared. She was already in jail, you know what I'm
Girl, that don't
saying?
mean nothing. One of them curling
Yeah,
asses gonna
I
pop
was
your head.
terrified that she said that she told that story, that people knew that story of her. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And she
mm-mm.
was in there on an army base. Yep.
Wow.
And
And that's how it
her
became a
husband
photo
cheated, and
show.
that's how much enraged she was that she did
Oh,
that.
people, yeah, be enraged. Oh my God. So here in Minnesota, Amir Locke shooting got shot by the police on a no
No knock warrant.
knock warrant.
Hmm.
And he was in the bed, on the couch sleep. Police come in, they see him pick up something or seen something by him, a gun, which
Uh-huh.
and they shot him. So Keith Ellison and chief of police or in that area
Uh-huh.
decided to say they would not charge the officer that shot him.
Okay,
What's your
why?
feelings? What is your feelings about that? I'm thinking the reason why,
It's, I don't I don't I
because
don't
they
I
feel
don't
like
have
they was
I don't
justified in coming into that area. They were justified in coming to that house because they were looking for a fugitive that did a murder.
I don't know if I would say that I don't have anything to say about it because if it was my child, I would want justice.
Yes.
Every parent deserves justice on the negligence in the hands of the law.
It's
You're
so much
trained.
negligence.
There was no reason to
Shoot.
shoot, especially if you're knocking and you're raiding and you're not announcing yourself. He's
Right.
only waking up to fear. Why wouldn't he?
Right.
I get what the police, as far as like you shoot them, but it's your practice. You go to training for this, right? It's
Yes.
your practice to announce yourself. You kick in a door and you're not announcing yourself. You're saying
Well,
you're dead,
in the law, when they do no knocks is mainly for like raids and stuff. They
right?
don't have to say anything. They just come
Well,
in.
okay, but you're just gonna just have mass killings. It doesn't make any sense.
Right. Because
That's
I
that's
remember.
negligent. That's the negligence of justice that
Hmm.
you go to call you enter people's homes and you don't at least say who you are. That's negligent. I don't
Right.
understand that. There get is the no knock warrant changed yet?
They're trying to bring that to legislature and try and change the verbiage
Right.
on no knocks where you
I
have
know that they
to
did it in Kansas City. Excuse
did the,
me, where Breonna
Breonna
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah.
They changed it there. Yes, they did.
Yeah. And then I believe um our governor, I believe he's trying to change it as well.
Yes, that would be nice. Even if they announced themselves, was still a hard sleeper and did not deserve to be killed. You're right. He did not
No, not
deserve to
at
be
all.
killed.
He did
Not
not.
at all.
He did
Not at
not.
all. It's just really sad, the things that's going on. And you see it more because of the news and they tell everything that's happening. Um, I could not be his mother right now. Oh my God, I would just be tore up. I wouldn't even be able to talk. I wouldn't. Girl, I'd probably be a vigilante. No, let me take that back.
Yeah, I know. I know. I don't know. I don't
No.
understand you know what the hang up is about, not changing it. I don't know if the officer should be charged or not, because I don't know all the facts of the case. He
Mhm.
definitely should be reprimanded. He should be taken off
Right.
the force. He shouldn't be able to continue to work, because even mentally knowing the aftermath of it, right? The
Mhm.
police officer, if he is any kind of heart or any type of, humanity,
I'm quite sure
he
he's feeling bad.
mentally can't go on even knowing that you killed the kid.
Right.
He has to be reminded of that. And then the people that know him on a personal level, right?
Right.
How everyone is viewing and looking at him as well. A lot of times people look at police officers and they act inhumane. So, of course we look at them as that, right?
Mhm.
There's a lot of disrespect there. And they're forcing their respect on us, right?
Right.
Especially when the aggressive ones. I
Mhm.
don't know what kind of officer this was, but just the fact of being in that position where he has to he has to worry about a lot of things, especially with
Right.
the whole world outside of and also Minnesota, knowing who, people that do their research on
Right.
politics
Know who it
and
is,
what's going
who's
on,
doing it
know
too.
who it is, so
Exactly.
how's he, him and his family going on in life that you're the one that pulled the trigger on a kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, rest in peace. It's really
Yeah,
hard. But
his father is a rapper.
oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a rapper. If I'm mistaken, in his younger days, he was signed with Bad Boy Entertainment.
Really?
And yeah, they're really, really going through it. That his son was doing really good too. He was a
Mm.
business owner.
Oh,
Yeah, he was a business owner. He wasn't, out in the street making, no
yeah.
kind of ruckus or anything. And if I'm mistaken, the gun was legal.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Okay, that's what I'm
He
saying.
was
So
able
he
to
just
have
was
a gun.
there. He just happened to come up to kick it. I'm at
Right.
my cousin's
Mm.
crib taking me a nap before I get out in the street,
And here it
and
goes.
I got my piece with me. I mean, I'm supposed to,
Right. Mm,
you know.
mm, mm. Man. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So mail
Mail
call,
call.
mail call.
So, mail call today is about prison, food in prison. So, as you may know, a lot of if you have loved ones that's been in prison or in a jail
Mhm.
system, you have to send them money to buy them canteen, food, little zoom zoom wham whams, laundry, soap, the things they need and they have to have to survive in between behind the walls.
Right.
So, you know, now that we have this increased cost with food rise, the cost of food rising,
Mm-hmm.
it's really rising in the prison system. So,
Yep.
um, whatever you're paying for, let's see, donuts or something, little Suzy Q's or something. How
Mm-hmm.
much are those going for here in the store?
Three
Um,
something, 3.99. The
or
box.
something like that.
It used to be
But
1.99, not at
right.
3.99.
So I'm assuming they might be paying $5 or a dollar, or probably more
They're
than that.
probably paying about 6.
Yeah, $6 for a
Yeah,
box
it's
of
probably
Suzy Q's or
double.
something like that. Yeah,
Right. It's probably
because
double.
yeah, in a laundry soap. for the smallest tide
Mm-hmm.
over $10.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think it's
Oh,
$14 now.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Um,
it's
the average cost of a inmate per inmate to feed an inmate, because they portion out your food,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
The
Then they
average
serve
cost
it.
in the state is $2.25 daily, and in the
Okay.
federal is $3 daily, right?
Okay.
I guess they have different foods they could pick, different type of commissary items, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But now, when you send your family money, do you know you pay?
Oh yeah.
So
10%,
you send your
20%.
family $50, they only get $40.
Right. 10%.
Right. So, excuse me. If you send them $50, they get $5. You send them $100, they get $10.
Mm.
So, if you want your family member to enjoy that whole $100, because anything under 100 ain't worth sending, just to be
Right.
real.
Right. Okay.
uh, $20 don't cut it no more.
Mm-mm.
If you ain't sending that Franklin,
The Franklin.
if you ain't sending that, you got to send you got to put a 10 on that.
Yeah, you
Definitely,
do. You do.
you have to,
Because
because all of the money that they spend in there, it's watched. If
oh
you
yeah.
leave, if you send somebody some money that's when they're locked up, and you send them 100, you add that extra 10 to it. If that money is left in there, or they snatching it. If they owe any money by the time it's time for that
Oh
to
yeah.
come out, they
Oh,
taking it off.
oh yeah. They snatch it. Well, in the state here, they're snatching it right off TOP. So if they owe the state anything, they take it right then and there. You
Right.
before you even reach to your account, they taking it.
Yeah.
Gate fee, they taking it. They taking half of that.
Yeah, the cost of food, it says we are up to 36% in food costs for 2021, and our year starts over in October. So their
Oh,
year starts, so it's already started over, right?
right.
So a lot of the food has increased since 2019. 2019 said it was under good management, right? And then
Right.
now, and it started rising in 2020 because of the
Mm-hmm.
pandemic, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then we use most of our rainy day funds, 40% of rainy day funds in 2021. So they had rainy day funds for, like I'm saying, when they charge you for sending your families for sending you money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the families get charged on a double end. You get charged when you send it through your bank to the online. If you pay,
Yeah.
if you send them money,
Yeah.
via the internet. If you mail them an envelope, the mail them a money order, which is
If
the
you
longer way
and you
now.
buy an envelope, the envelope, the money order,
Hey,
then
some
getting that
people's old
10%
school
taken
now.
out.
Some people still old school. You know that.
Right. Yeah. Girl, look. Some people
Look, look, wait. If you in there, you ain't gonna tell nobody. Hey, don't go to the store and get a money order. However you gonna send it. How fast is you gonna get it here?
right.
Is the point.
Sit it fast. Oh my
No, and
God.
they say that more things that cost more money is the protein, right?
Oh yeah.
Tuna and chicken in a can, and all those
Yes.
things that's in the can.
Bonded slaves. You're right.
Yes, yes, it's all expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as cost goes, it's more expensive. Yeah, it's more expensive to get those things in a can too, as well. They try
Right.
to fit all foods in a can,
Because
and
that pretty much everything is in a can or in a pouch in
exactly.
the
Yes, yes,
incarcerate in
yes.
the prison.
Right.
Pouches. Yeah. Like almost like you know, survival foods, you know what I'm saying? Packaging.
Yes, yes, like going to the army, right?
Yeah, army
Same as
foods. That's
same
that's
as going
pretty
to the
much it.
army.
Mm-hmm.
Same as
Yeah.
going to the army. That all that stuff that you seen back in the day, it'd be like always sending this, so it's in a pouch, sending it over the Desert Storm. That's where it
Yes.
came from. How they
Mm-hmm.
pack and seal everything. They sell it to us in the store here.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They sell it in the world. things in a package.
Non-perishables. That's what it
Non-perishable, right,
is.
Ricky?
Non-perishable.
Non-perishable, yes. And even if it was perishable, they make it to where it goes in that bag and it's gonna be uh
Right. But you know what?
non-perishable.
That them doggone summer sausages, what they talking about is them things is get moldy.
Oh yeah, I know. And why is that?
I don't know. It's supposed to be a dry meat, but it does.
Yeah, you know what it is
It
though?
turned green.
You know what it is? I think that it is from whatever they use in it to make it extend, right?
Hmm.
To make it last longer to be in the, package form.
Uh-huh.
That is what goes bad. The ingredients goes bad in it. It's probably not the sausage. Sausage probably will last longer, but they're thinking like, okay, you don't know how fast a person is going to eat it, right?
Right.
So you want the life expectancy for shelf life, from dealing with your products, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
That you want your life expectancy for shelf life to be anywhere from 18 months to 3 years.
Right.
If you notice, majority of the food that we buy is in the store right now.
Hmm.
If it don't say 2023 or 2024, we don't want to buy it.
No, you don't. No. So any organics get moldy. Oh, leather, cotton, food. Yeah,
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Hmm.
But see, the thing about it is the organics, is that why we pay so much right now for organic? Because it don't last. And they want you to hurry up and buy.
And eat it. Yeah. Okay.
Hurry.
Hurry, bye, bye,
Right,
bye.
right. Hurry up. Because if you
Okay.
don't, then you won't get the good. I guess, if you don't hurry up and spend,
Right.
you won't have there's no benefits of it. That's what it's looking like. I don't
Hmm.
know. Do you think that you could go eating organic if you was in there? Could you?
Well, they're not going to have no organic up in there, baby. They're going to give you everything with preservatives.
Yeah, but
They
they
try
give
to
you
they try to give you the cheapest, low cost product possible,
right,
but still charge you an arm and a leg for it.
right. They did that to me when I was in there.
Hmm.
Yes, you're right. But they also offered. I wouldn't say organic because it was not, so long ago when I was in there. But I wouldn't say organic. I would say more of a healthy choice.
Yeah, when they serving in a chow, yeah, they
Mm.
have like a non-pork or a regular meal non-pork, and then a like a vegetarian salads or something like that,
Right,
vegetarian kind of meal
right.
or something like that. Yeah, they do offer that, but
I
girl,
mean, it is too expensive to eat. Well, the GMO babies, we all are. Yeah, it is expensive to eat organic, right? But
hmm,
it's the best choice.
yeah, it is. Yeah, well, I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna eat in these next 90 days on this diet.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Well,
try.
you're not supposed
I
to
know
say
you're not supposed to say
diet.
diet. Eat
All right.
healthy.
All
Eat
right. Okay.
healthy.
And so what is your food choice for our last 2 minutes? We're on a countdown. Give us the spiel. What's your meal plan for the next week? Give it to Meet the Shoe.
Well, my meal plan is to
Okay.
juice and smoothie two
Okay.
times. So I don't know if I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna do a juice in the morning,
Mhm.
lunch, a big lunch, and then dinner will be a smoothie.
Oh, so you're gonna eat middle of the day instead of end of the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that would be
Because
a
I
good.
notice how my body is. I get kind of conked out around noonish, 1 o'clock. So I need to
Okay.
eat those proteins to build me back up, work, and then I have the protein shake at night.
Is that gonna make you slow down in the daytime by you eating that meal in the day
No,
versus the end?
mm-mm,
Okay.
nope, mm-mm. Yeah, I done figured the body out.
All right. And what's your goal? What's your weight loss goal?
Oh, I need to lose like 20 pounds.
All right, let's give it up for these sponsors.
Yes. Thank you. Look at our sponsors, Cashmere Lux Hair Salon. Get your products, healthy products, growth products, shampoo, conditioners, www.cashmereluxhairsalon.com. It's
All
on
right.
sale, up to 48% off. Y'all better get on
What?
this.
Oh,
Don't
get
do it.
them. Get them all week
Yes,
for that birthday, right?
yes, birthday sale.
Okay.
Then we got waist trainers, body shapers, activewear. And you can get that on Bossed Up Beauty Boutique and www.bossedupbeauties.com. Lena
Hey, and you
Bean.
can get Lena Beans Organic, body butter, sugar scrub, and beard juice. www.lenabeansorganic.com.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
guys.
tuning in. See you next week.
Woo.